You may be wondering, what's a good split, or are you on a good split? Especially as a new agent, as you're researching brokerages and trying to figure out where you want to go, split is a big deal, and you want to know if you're actually being put on a good split. In this video, I'm going to break down splits. I'm going to tell you what are the common splits, how to negotiate a higher split, and what you actually get for your split. For those of you, it's your first time watching my videos, my name is Chasten J. Miles, and I am a real estate agent in Dallas, Texas. And here on my channel, I share advice, tools, tips for people thinking about getting into real estate, or if you're a newer agent, just to help you make better decisions and to have a more successful business. So if that's what you're into, do me a favor and click that thumbs up, that like button for me, and consider subscribing, because I'm going to be releasing more videos along these lines, and I'm sure that they will help you in your real estate career. Like I said, if you're a new agent, I actually have something for you, and I'm going to tell you where you can get it in this video. Now, I have a 90-day action plan, and what it is it will break down what you should do over the next 90 days to get a deal in your real estate business. So we'll talk about time blocking and scheduling and activities, scripts, all that kind of stuff, and I'll tell you where to get that. Other than that, let's go ahead and hop into this video. Okay, so before I tell you how to negotiate a higher split, I want to tell you how splits work. As a real estate agent, after you join a brokerage, they're going to put you on a split, and that's basically how your money breaks down. So when you collect money from doing a deal, whether you're helping a buyer or a seller or someone who's renting, that money is going to be split. The money goes to the broker, and they're going to split it with you. So they're going to give you a certain percentage, and they're going to get a certain percentage. When you're researching splits, you probably see things like 70-30 or 50-50, 80-20. That's what a split looks like. Most times, whatever the higher number is, that's the amount that you're going to be getting. This isn't always the case, but most times you're going to get the higher number. Unless it's like 50-50, then basically they're going to get 50% and you're going to get 50%. Out of that split, that's where you'll deduct fees and your taxes and all that kind of stuff, expenses, things that you incurred during the transaction. You can think about that split number as being the number that's going to go into your bank account. So that's a rough how splits work. I have another video that goes deeper into the breakdown of splits, which I'll link in the cards, but that can give you kind of an understanding of how splits work. Now, what are the common splits? Well, this kind of breaks down to whether you are a new agent or you've been in the business and you've gotten deals. I'll tell you this, new agents tend to get lower splits. And the reason this is because you're a brand new agent. You're coming into the business. You're going to need a lot of help. You're going to need a lot of support, and someone is going to have to be there for you during your first few transactions until you get the hang of things. And so it's pretty common for newer agents to be on like a 60-40 or even a 50-50, just because of the amount of help and support that you're going to need. Now, if you've been in a business and you've done some deals, you may not need that much help and support, then you can get a higher split, which you can negotiate, and I'll kind of tell you about negotiating. But you should know that when you get a higher split, the support and the amount of things that you receive are typically going to go down. Now, there's also brokerages out there that can give you 100% split. So when you have 100% split, when you close a deal, they're most likely just going to charge you a transaction fee. That can be $250, $500, whatever that transaction fee is the only thing that you're going to pay once you do a transaction. Think about this though. If you're paying 100%, think about what you're actually going to be getting for that brokerage, from that broker, what kind of support, what materials, what you need to run your business. So those are all things to consider. You really want to know what's a good split. What kind of split can I expect as a new agent? So let's talk about what you get for your split. The reason why a broker charges a split is because they have overhead that they have to pay. Now, what you get for that split is a very important question to ask when you are interviewing. If you're at a brick and mortar office, you may have a lower split because they have to keep the lights on. But are you going to get copies? Are you going to get training? Do they provide you signs? Do they provide you marketing materials? All of that stuff, it costs money. Those things are going to pretty much justify how much you are paying in a split. If you ask them that question and they don't tell you anything, then you know that you might be paying too much to be a part of that brokerage. But those are all things that you need to consider as a new agent when you are thinking about splits. Just because you have a 50-50 split, it isn't a bad thing. It just shows that maybe they're going to take more time with you to get your career going. And so it's going to cost more money. Nothing is free in life. So we got to think like a business owner and think like, hey, you got to spend some money to make some money. Now, when you get those transactions going, you get that training going, you understand things a lot more, that's when you can move into negotiating. I don't recommend that you negotiate a higher split on that first interview when you haven't done a transaction, when you don't really know what you're doing. You're going to need a lot of time, hand holding, all that kind of stuff, because it just doesn't make sense. What incentive does the broker have to do that for you? They're not going to make any money. They may not even break even on you. Their price per hour is most likely a lot higher, right? So you got to take that into consideration. Now, when you've closed some deals, negotiating a split is simply calling a meeting. You know, set up a meeting with you and your broker and make sure that you have points that validate getting a higher split. You can show them,
hey, I've closed this many transactions. I've not really used any of this stuff. You know, I have a proven track record that I know what I'm doing.
I want to stay with this brokerage and I want to do great here. I feel like I need a higher split. I think a higher split is going to incentivize me to do more. I think it's going to help me contribute to the brokerage more. And I can provide for my business and grow my business even better with a higher split. I'll do another video talking about negotiating and splits and all that kind of stuff, but this is a good baseline for starting that conversation. Now, if you walk into that office and you're just saying, hey, I feel like I need a higher split because I've been here for 2 years, you don't have a track record or anything to show for it, they may not be as inclined to give you a higher split. So make sure that you have your ducks in a row. Let me know down in the comment if you've negotiated a higher split or what split you're on. For those of you who are looking to really build your business and get it going, I want you to go and download my free 90-day action plan. I'm going to put the link down in the comments and also in the cards. You can download this. It's a PDF. It'll instantly come to your inbox, and it is to help you in your business, to help you get going, to help you plan out your day, exactly what you should be doing hour by hour for each day, for the week, what activities are important, where you should be spending most of your time, all that good stuff. I hope this information has been helpful to you. If so, click that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. I'd love to have you a part of my YouTube family. Again, I'm Chasten J. Miles, and I will talk to you soon.